Hello, welcome back to our First Peter study. We are here in week 4 already, and First Peter chapter 2, verses 9 through 12 today. Before we get started, I would love to ask you a question to think about. Who are you? When people ask you who you are, I'm sure you give your name, but what else usually comes up? Do you think of yourself as your occupation, or if you are a wife or a mother? Do you think of yourself as a friend or a sister or a daughter, a teacher, a pastor's wife, a nurse? There are all sorts of ways we can identify ourselves as women. That's another identifier. There are all sorts of ways to identify ourselves as people. But the question in today's portion of scripture and what Peter is digging into is who we are. And he has a very different kind of explanation for us and a different label for us than we might have for ourselves. So I'm going to read in verses 9 through 12 who we really are. Peter explains it all, and it's important to remember these descriptions are who we are in Jesus. So on our own, we are not these things, but through Jesus, we amazingly can be. But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Once you were not a people, but now you are God's people. Once you had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. Beloved, I urge you as sojourners and exiles to abstain from the passions of the flesh which wage war against your soul. Keep your conduct among the Gentiles honorable, so that when they speak against you as evildoers, they may see your good deeds and glorify God on the day of visitation. So to go back and really soak in verses 9 through 10, you are a chosen race. You are chosen by God. He chose you. You're a royal priesthood. You are the daughter of the King of Kings. So you're royalty. You really are. You are a holy nation. Through Christ, you are holy. And you're a people for God's own possession. And why is this? Why are we people for his possession? Well, we have the answer in verse 9. We are people for God's own possession, that we may proclaim the excellencies of him, of God, who called us out of darkness into his marvelous light. So we are here to tell the world about how amazing God is, what he has done for us, how he has worked, how excellent he is. And so today, my challenge for you is for you to live like this and to really own this description, this truth of who you are. Live like you are chosen. Live like you're royal. Live like you're holy. Live like you are on mission to proclaim God's excellencies to the world around you. And you don't have to know the answers to everything when you are living in light of all of this with the people around you. So when the Gentiles among you, they're trying to speak against you and do evil, you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have comebacks. You just have to trust the Lord to give you words, but also let your actions speak even louder than your words. Live like you're chosen. Live as a royal, holy person who is God's, and the rest will fall into place. So I hope you have a great day living like this, and I will see you again tomorrow.